Let's challenge the Eggs Benedict. Um, um, yep, I guess it'll look like this. And the very end, we'll put some awesome dressings and... Ta-da! And it's done. I think I'm going to call it the Claudian style salad. The tomato looks really good on the Christmas tree. And for some, and the all the vegetable looks very juicy and ready to go. I think the best finishing touch was the dressing for sure. The special Japanese food style dressing that Mr. Emiya taught me, which is mayonnaise. JP mayonnaise be superior. Fight me. It goes so well with all the vegetables and cucumbers and mixed great with tomatoes, and the ingredients enhances the flavors altogether. Using soy sauce and using those two is pretty impressive. First, let's put those let's put all those into the fridge currently, and then we will use magic to freeze. We will use magic to freeze it so it will be fresh when it's actually ready. By the way, if you haven't noticed, chat, the right when we finished Stolen, right here and right here filled with Stolen, and now that we finished Salad, the background, if you don't know, is slowly but surely adding the items that we create. Little by little, we are creating a nice Christmas feast on the table. If you didn't notice, it is a minor detail and not a lot of people will figure it out. But if you've seen the chapter 1 and if you've seen the now chapter, there's now a Stolen and a Salad in the background. The amount of people order requirement is going to be quite large. Benny, Lady Benny, is that all right to ask for your assistance? Of course. Leave it to me, Dechi. Hiっきりなしにお客様が来るお力に比べればこのぐらいはお安いでご用意できる。So it says, ひっきりなしにお客様。Yeah, not knowing when the customer is coming compared to an inn like that, getting an order up front is an easy possible job. Thank you. Then I would like, then I would love to ask for your assistance. But then again, a resort or AKA pavilion, working in a pavilion, I do admire. Well, let's start with the next menu, shall we? What are we gonna do next, Marta? I think it's a little too early to be a main dish, right? So, I would like another, something besides a salad, I believe. What should we do? Then I would suggest an egg-based culinary food. What do you think? An egg? Yep. We should definitely go an egg, egg ingredient meal. That's quite luxurious, you know? Well, in the modern era, or in the current era, apparently it's not that luxurious anymore. But I can understand the feeling. Now in these days, omelets and scrambled eggs are in normal menus now. Eggs. How very nostalgic. 鶏の、いや、鳥たちがたくさん産んだ時には、とりあえずガンガン、いや、食っていた。It says when the chickens, yeah, when the stock birds started laying their eggs, when those birds started mass producing eggs, we were eating nothing more than eggs, yeah, egg-based product every day, and back then we were able to eat it raw. We were able to drink it without hesitation in pints. It says, whoa, aren't you going a little too gun-ho? Oh, so powerful. As a knight, you would drink eggs left and right, no problem. Do you not? Uh, ご神向きなエッグ料理っていう、いや、ご機嫌、いや、ご機嫌向きなエッグ料理っていう、なんだろう。ガレットはちょっと違うよね。So she said, she suggested an egg product. She suggested and got it, right? And got it, if you don't know what that is. I believe got it is a egg. It's like an apple pie-esque, right? But it's a French cuisine. It's like a crusty cake where you create like pancakes made with buckwheat flours and usually with a savor filling. It's type of a cake that's made by Taiga, the best girl, thank you so much for the subscription. Hey, since it's your first time, my daughter has personally welcomed you, as you've noticed. Once a sparrow, always a sparrow. Can we get some hype and a cult in the chat? Welcome to the Cultarino Cappuccino. But yeah, and then Boudica goes, sounds great. And Santa Martha doesn't know what Eggs Benedict is. So she, you know, struggles to say it. Specifically say Eggs Benedict. And then Emiya kind of, you know, dumbs it down and says it's an English muffin on top of a ham and bacon. Poached eggs on top of it have a holiday sauce. It's a culinary dish. Poached egg というのはな、いわゆる落とした卵だな。And he specifically talks about what poached egg is, and then then he goes down into detail of what is a poached egg, right? And gives that description to her, telling her that it's a quote-unquote, instead of simmering and boiling, it's more of a cook of an outside shell, so the inside of the yolk is not cooked all the way. Which you cannot experience in America because, sadly, American eggs are shady as hell. I know what that means. It means that it's a raw egg that's a kind of semi-cooked, and inside the yolk is still, yolk is still there. I see. So she's imagining it right now. How do you use the sauce then, specifically? Yep, you're talking about the Hollandaise, Hollandaise sauce, right? I told you before, Hollandaise sauce. And it talks about Hollandaise sauce, and then she explains how to do Hollandaise sauce, which is, if you guys don't know what that Hollandaise sauce is, it's a quote-unquote Dutch sauce. If you type in Dutch sauce in Google, you can find it very easily. But it's essentially, you got the egg yolk, melted butter, and I think a little bit of lemon juice. And with a little bit of salt and white pepper, or it's not regular pepper. There's a specific pepper, I can't remember. What they do is just, they kind of just, you know, mix that up real quick nicely. And then she specifically says it here. You get the eggs or the yolk, and then, you know, get a melted butter, lemons, and lemon juice, and a little bit of salt. it surprisingly goes well with anything, really. And she's still imagining it, right? Adding all to it. That sounds delicious. It really does. Yeah, sounds delicious. Eggs Benedict is a good sieve. Correct. Is Master, you like that one? Then let's go for that, shall we? One-san, aka Big Sister, does not miss any sudden reaction from her little brother at any moment's notice. And she's like, eheng, aka Smugs. And then everybody's wholesomely watching. And then Kat specifically goes, then if the menu is all good to go, then let us, It says see, I like how the music got all tense because now that menu has been selected, Tamamo Cat's like talking in military terms. Like, it seems the menu is ready to go. Let's go, you kitchen bastard. Says, yep, let us create the Eggs Benedict, shall we? If we have to go and obtain some eggs, we must go to the storage and... first he says we can get it from the fridge, right? The Hozon Koga. It says, yeah, if you want to go to the eggs, we have it in the fridge. Then Boudica, whatchamacallit, shouts it out loud. No. We nearly don't have enough for everybody to feed in the Christmas feast. We have to go get it down there. And now we're in the beautiful grocery settings of the underground storage. I've started to get used to this pattern, to say. I agree. And now that we've gone here, we're going to be fighting against an ice-type enemy. I feel like it's an unnecessary ritual that we're going to put through, but... 本来は永久エネミーの存在が何かしらの It says, yeah, perhaps the enemies that do spawn maybe be a key to that dimensional rift. It says, don't worry, guys. I'll keep making food to support your guys as its action. I'll be supporting you all. It says, I like this battle style. You enjoy by looking, and you eat beautiful food while having a combat. It's really refreshing. It says, even though you're supposed to be a holy maiden or quote-unquote saint, right? It seems that your self-announcement of saint is a little bit let loose, right? Because usually Saint Martha is all about that combat. She's a bloodthirsty, holy maiden. However, because she is now a caster and a cook and a little bit younger, technically she's not Lily. She has now, she knows that she's a saint, but she doesn't self-proclaims herself as saint as much as she used to in any other classes. That's true, but isn't technically cooking a very holy maiden thing to do, like a saint-like? And if you guys don't know, if you actually go check up Saint Martha, there are two different variations, right? One with the dragon, and one with the welcoming of Jesus, right? And if you don't know her interlude on a writer, I think it was writer, highly recommend go checking that out, because her writer specifically talks about when Jesus was coming, he and her sister, little sister and little brother, would always prepare food for quote-unquote him, which refers to Jesus. Then you got two options, and if you guys don't know, they both point towards the same thing, but one option at the top, it specifically says, in retrospect, I think it really does look like a holy person. It says, what is the truth of being a saint? It says, and what is a kitchen? There it is. It says, "Hoi, kita kachikon kachikon ice enemy da." Kachin kochin no ice enemy da one. So there it is, ice frozen code enemy. Orders out. フライパンで勝ち割るのもよし。私の爪で解体するのにもよしだ。それ、かき氷にならない So it says, so because she say kachin koching, right? It's, you know, frozen solid or rock frozen enemy. You can shatter it with a frying pan, or you can or I can dissect it with my nail. And Boudica interjects, if that's the case, wouldn't they become a shaved ice? It says, 常に今回は自重するのだ。It says, this is quite true. I must feel, I wouldn't say regret, but understood of what I just said and what I didn't mean. It says, don't be so sad. Don't worry, we'll do our best. Yeah, when it comes to shattering these icicles, leave it to me. It says, Masta, here they come. I really do like this. If you don't know, they are starting to add subtle sound effects of weapon gearing up. If you didn't notice, the music changed from a nice little subtle theme to like battle preparation. Is now getting subtle and subtle. It's not like the battle OST is changing. It's more fluid now. Fluidity of the storytelling is getting better and better. Does everybody please assault? Please get ready for combat. Martha not leveled is because I just don't care. I can get away with it because, as you can see, it says nice. Nice shattering. It's quite delicious. Nom 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 nom. She's eating. By the way, whenever you see parentheses right here and it says shak shak mogu mogu, it's a not exposition. It's a interjection of her munching on the ice that pops up. Yum 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 yum. Hmm? Wait. Yeah. Hey, wait. Does that mean that every time we defeat this enemy, the reason why the ice or any ice particles won't drop on the we don't obtain ice ingredient, is it because Cat is eating them all? Yum 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 yum. So if you don't know, from chapter 1 all the way through 4, we've been doing this routine of going down to the basement, kill the ice enemies, because if you defeat them, bucket of ice or parts of ice here and there falls off of them, and that's technically considered ingredient, right? Because ice can count as an ingredient if you do it correctly. And they've been wondering for a while why they couldn't obtain enough ice or just like abundant amount of ice, because every time they go downstairs, they have to kill ice enemies, and they should be stock loaded. If not, ice should be falling to the ground. But now you realize Tamamo Cat's just munching on them. Like, yum, 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 yum. Mm. I cannot deny that possibility. However, ice is something that we can look, we don't have to look over for. Therefore, we can leave it alone. But instead of Schrodinger's cat, it's Tamamo Cat's ice theory. And then now we defeated the ice monsters. The dimensional rift to the eggs are open. So it has arrived. The ruins guidance. I believe the one that will lead you there will be the third ingredient area. I heard that that place is an area that is located where cheese and others are stored. But I believe there should be some eggs there too. まさにこれぞ卵というべきものが待っているだろう。Something that would definitely considered itself the top tier ingredient of eggs. Tread carefully going through there. Senpai, please be careful, okay? And everybody please be on your guards because we still do not know why the enemies would pop up. The reasons are unknown. We're still continuing our investigation on our side, however. Well, don't worry. We'll try to get the ingredients as best as we can. It says, Mash, don't dig too deep, okay? Yes. Thank you very much for your concern. Well, at least let me say this again. Please be careful, Senpai. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, Gura shenanigans. If you think too much, you're just gonna fry your brain. You got my bonus check? Nice! Congratulations, Doc. Oh, damn, we're really in it like a frozen ice cream. I mean, a frozen cheese selection area. 今回は屋根上じゃなくて、野外じゃなくて、屋内みたいだね。It says, it seems we're not outside this time, but inside, huh? It says, but, it's so cold, my hands are shivering. It says, oh, not this time, cat. You shouldn't go around, you shouldn't go running around in this place. It says, even though it might be inside, you can think of this place as a dungeon. So right now, no acting by yourself. Do you understand me? Oh. まさに青少院。猫に走るなどは孤独も耐えられぬ苦痛。Nice. So that's a joke of, if you don't know, seishoing, the alter ego, right? It's a Japanese word of just how they use there is you're killing me on the inside, but it's joked in Japanese format. The fact that you would tell a cat not to run, by the way, cat's a dog, so to tell the cat not to run, it is very excruciatingly painful. I cannot hold on. It says, I know, but it's, but I do care for you, cat, so calm down. So whenever it says do, it's like a head pat or just like, it's okay, it's okay. So right now we're going to be in an inside storage area for cheese. Is there any reason why it's interior this time than than any other time? Wow, look. I think it's there's a lot of cheese stored here. But hey, is cheese storage facility supposed to be this cold? If we're currently talking about processed cheese, I believe the frozen method is more efficient, however. Ah, sore na, samuyo na. Oh, who is that? It says, yeah, that's true. It really is cold, isn't it? Oh, it's it's Berserker. Nice. It says it's so cold, but we better get some golden in ourselves and keep moving, huh? Hey, boss man. 寒いところで圧政にも我らが負けることはない。そうだろう。When it comes to oppression from the freezing temperatures from nature, we will not back down. Correct. It says it's King Toki and Spartacus. So, are you guys gonna be our navigators for today? Yep, navigators are here. I know what you guys want. You guys are looking for ingredients, right? Wow, you two are quite big. It says you two must have been eating healthy foods every day. I'm proud of you guys. It says both of you come closer to me. Huh? Now, come on, come closer. Head pat. So if you don't know, Martha is head patting Kintoki and Spartacus. Huh? What is happening? Oh, is this oppression? But this is not. だが圧政は存在するのだ。間違いなくここには圧政の気配が満ちているのだから。Fucking Spartacus, dude. Like, is this oppression? Nay. However, oppression does exist. There's definitely a proof and filled with oppression around us. It says, Spartacus, are you feeling oppressed because of the head pat? Well, technically. So I like how Emiya's kind of like diffusing the situation because Spartacus is kind of like losing himself because he's a berserker, right? He's like, there's oppression all around us because he just don't understand what a head pat is. Because head pat's technically what a master does to a pet. Therefore, it's technically an oppression. However, it's an affection. And Emiya does the diffusing by saying, well, technically, if you want to say oppression, you're not wrong to think of it that way. Because using the Queen's Ruin, we're being dragged here into the next dimension and now looking for ingredients. After all. And Percival's like, wow. Oppression, oppression definitely is very wide in category. It says, I've never thought that we would see the Raikos, one of the four heavenly kings of the Raikos of the eastern Sakata Kintoki, and the heroic spirit of the revolter Spartacus. A mysterious combination for sure. But, however, it really does sound reliable. I'm quite excited for you two to be here. Huh? Is that so, huh? I think me and Pop Spartacus here, I think we get along well. First it's Gareth. Second it's Miss Kichi and Budamante. And now we're with Sakata Kintoki and Sir Spartacus. I wonder if there's any specific reason why these people are selected. Huh? Oh, Emiya, it seems like you figured something out. What is it? It's only a thought process, but it says when Gareth was in the area, there was somebody that was a boss enemy that wanted to do a 1v1 fair fight, like a cavalry. It says during the Kichi Hogan and Budamante's area, the boss enemy's Saint Graph was definitely a lancer. And if you haven't noticed, Kichi Hogan temporarily was also a Saint Graph lancer. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you checked the VOD or if you checked my news, people have started to notice that Kichi Hogan was a lancer unit. Whenever you pick the option to use Kichi Hogan as a support, that's because Kichi Hogan can use a lancer and she is a lancer user. And as a Tengu, she can practically be any servant class, right? And technically, she was a lancer temporarily in order to teach Budamante the ways of the lance, which kind of hints towards Budamante's upgrade later in life. But and Emiya specifically, I like that Emiya didn't miss that part here, the Lancer Kichi. Because I totally missed it when I was translating. Until I finished the stream and looked over, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Kichi Hogan's a fucking Lancer. So, what you're saying is, for every navigator, there's going to be a boss that's similar to them, right? It's only just a thought. It's only a thought, and it's only a thought and hypothesis. I don't think it's anything from the truth. I think you're on a pretty good track, don't you think? So that means currently we have Spartacus and King Doki as our guides, right? So are we gonna be facing like a berserker type, perhaps? Huh? Berserker? I don't think the cheese peeps are berserker whatsoever, you know? I heard that you guys were looking for cheese, right? The most delicious cheese. The golden cheese is what I heard. No, we're not looking for cheese. We're looking for eggs. Huh? What? Eggs? You're not looking for cheese. But you're looking for eggs. It's an oppression! It says, no, it's definitely not repression, but it's more like a it's not like a oppression. It's more like a not revolution. It's more like revolting against that concept. Spartacus Pops, I think you're gonna like what we're gonna do. Because we're not looking for cheese. Yeah, it says it's a rebellion. Because we're not looking for cheese and we're looking for eggs. We can technically use Spartacus to revolt against cheese. Huh? What does that mean? So, searching for eggs would be retaliating against is searching for eggs is gonna be a rebellion? Well, what should I say? Half of the place here, they're mostly cheese enemies. Like, look all around you, right? You can definitely see an abundance amount of cheese enemies, right? So, if you walk around, they're just cheese. However, if you're looking for a delicious eggs and abundant of all this, the story changes a bit. So, let's prepare ourselves and get ready. When it comes to delicious eggs, it's gonna be specially golden. Because in the infinite amount of cheese, there's always that golden egg. For sure. I bet it's gonna be a very powerful dude and... well, I guess it could be the owner of this entire area. It's time. I say... fucking oppression, depression, baby. Huh? Martha's like so confused. It says, yeah, 焦っちゃ焦さ。そんなゴールデンのエッグは支配の証として魔力ごと周りの温度を吸い取ってしまってんのさ。だからここはこんなに寒い。Oh, I see. It says, yep, if you're talking about oppression, damn right this is an oppressed place. After all, that golden egg that we were talking about, as the as a proof of ownership of this area or the ruler of the land, it's taken all the magical energy and the surrounding temperature and sucked it all inside of it. So that's why this place is so damn cold than usual. I see. It takes heat and magical energy and able to absorb them, have an attribute, a type like that. Sounds like a very formidable foe. I believe my arms are ready for combat already. However, first we must defeat these infinite amount of cheese. Master, here they come. It says, yep. Surrounding magical magical detected within our surroundings. It seems they're giving us the warm welcome we need. Everybody, attack! We're gonna... Oh, damn! That's funny. Because that's definitely one of the MES quotes to one of his Heaven's Feel line, right? Not Heaven's Feel line, but just Fate Stay in general. Instead of saying, I'll open up a path to go through, he says, I'll open us a path to get to the egg, right? Tamago e no michi o kirihiraku. Ikuzo. I'll open up a path for the road to the eggs. Let's go. I'll do my very best for cooking. Tadasuke, it's time for you to show up. And if you... That about settles it. They are very formidable foes. They were very rough enemies, or they were very cheesy. A very sturdy kind at that. Felt like hitting an outer layer. Then again, even though they were considered cheese, they sure was hard, weren't they? My hand is still my hand is still shaking from hitting them. So Tadasuke is specifically saying, well done, everyone. How about some warm soup? Soup, anyone? I like the zoo is it's an interjection for slurping. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Delicious. It says in a short time it seems that your in a short time it seems that your efforts are improving significantly. Aproned holy maiden, quite formidable. Wolf. Is that so? I think I've started to get used to cooking outside now, so I'm also thinking that my combination with this one, which is Tadasuke, is getting better and better. Thanks, Tadasuke. The same as I. And this is a really nice wholesome, because this is the one time where Tadasuke is treated nicely instead of getting his ass beat either by a cross or by fist, right? So it's really nice for Tadasuke as well, because he's being a chef dragon. Yep. Who's a good boy? You are. I do sincerely wish that this person would keep its Saint Graph all... I did not say anything. What'd you say? Even Tadasuke wants, whatchamacallit? Even Tadasuke wants Martha to be caster all day. Well, now that we moved, currently enough distance. Now that we moved enough distance far away from our objective, what do you think of the situation, Sakata Kintoki and Spartacus? 反逆の意志は人それぞれの胸の中にあり、支配者の常にそれを蹂躙せんと狙っているものだ。Fucking Spartacus, dude. Yeah, the will of the rebellion are all dormant and hidden within the humans' hearts. deep within. The rulers and oppressors will try to use method to quell, if not control, those temperature. To control those will and thoughts. The battle will be difficult. The road is long. However, never give up, my comrade. So we still got a little ways to go, huh? Besides, speaking of which... Yep, you're quite correct on the speaking of which part, ma'am. From here on out, the whole raid and army of cheese is no more. I gotta say, the fact that we were able to pass through them so easily, even I'm quite impressed. From here on out is nothing more than fight. No, even more. We gotta do our very best like our life depends on it. Because these eggs aren't your ordinary eggs. They're golden eggs. なんつうかガチだ. It's just I don't know what I can explain it, but it's for realsies. They're really rough. Make sure you prepare yourself. All right. That's what Sir Spartacus, Pop Spartacus is saying to us all too. Indeed. Do not give up, my comrades. All right. Let's get this egg. Yep. I'm ready. Oh shit. Ooh, here it comes, here it comes. My tail is giving a signature that it's coming, an arrival. Such strong magical energies coming right up ahead. Yep, here it comes. I guess it's time for a rebellion then, huh? Damn, Boudica, speaking of rebellion, Avenger soon, Kappa. So, wait, the delicious eggs is talking? So you will defeat me, huh? Human. Well done. Well done indeed. But as an ingredient, as my pride stands, please do enjoy me as a delicious meal, okay? I did my very best to cook for you all while you were fighting this thing, but I was it wasn't good enough. I know that. Even I know that for sure. It says here, while you were cooking, you were still dishing out damage. I will promise you this. I'll definitely make you in a wonderful, use your ingredients and make everybody happy. You'll be turned into a delicious food, and a beautiful one at that. Thank you. Smiles. Wait, is that thing smiling? I believe that it's about to collapse and turn into an ingredient. However, it looks very happy, but with the size and the grin like that so big, it definitely has a strong aura. Kishido とは違うかもしれないが、堂々たるものでもあった。私とても何か得るものがあるよ。It says it might not be the same path of knightlyhood that it traveled through. However, it was very valiant and truthful, straightforward. I definitely probably can learn something from that as well. Are you sure? Seriously? Of course. I'm always serious. Then, goodbye. Goodbye, people. Please turn me into a beautiful Eggs Benedict. Goodbye, gigantic eggs. I've never thought in half a year I would be fighting two of you. Oh. The gigantic eggs has become abundant and bountiful amount of ingredients. Oh. The ruler that was oppressing all of us now rebelled, turned into nourishment for us to thrive on. What a beautiful sight. And in actual true meaning that the oppressor will be our nutrient to our cause. Magnificent. Now that's once and for all job well done. Woof. Wait, you guys do realize that this is still the third area, right? You haven't finished the main dish yet. Even so, the abundant amount of ingredient we got here is fascinating. It's even enough eggs to even feed the staff members and some. Let me taste test and appraise the product for any hazard. What do you think? The yolk, the yolk and the eggs. Yeah, the yolk and the eggs looks very sublime, very high quality. Some would even say very refreshed. Wow. It seems that our job is here. It seems that our job here is done, huh? Big boss man, make sure to do good work on the next area too, all right? And besides, big sis Martha, that's currently doing the Santa role. I'm really excited for that Christmas party that you're gonna bring up. 次なる反逆、新たなる反逆を見事成し遂げるがいい。It says another revolution, another rebellion, a new refreshing rebellion. Make sure to accomplish your task very well. We will be anticipating it. Yes. Do get your hopes up and prepare yourselves